Done is I've gone to some webcams and I noticed on the webcams from Alaska a red light object that rose, okay, through those it was fully chemtrailed, the skies, and there was a lot of haze that was chemtrails, thickness of toxins, and this red light source just rose through the webcam. Now it's quite short because I had some difficulties with trying to deal with this video, and what I've done is as well, I've gone through and showed some images on the Mexico cams as well. So I'm going to try my best to put this together for you, and I've also got thousands of images to go through as well, and I'll build a longer video to show these images from around the world. So please enjoy this video and I'll be back shortly. Good evening, and I'm on the Austrian cams. I picked up some strange images. Now on this first image you can see on this webcam, it's dated the 15th of the 11th 2017, which is today, this evening. Now I'm going to go across the cam, and at 12:07, okay, you see this different reflection, this fluorescent reflection in the sky, and we do see this all across the world as the sun, this object, changes colour and then it goes back into like a normal colour again. What is going on? Now I'm going to just show you this, okay? I'm going to move the cam to a next stage. 6:41. It's lightening up now, isn't it? We'll just move it again. 6:57. Just go through the cam at 8:01. Everything seems fine. You've got the glare of the sun, okay? That's rising in the skies. You can see the normal colours here on the wood and everything. As we keep going through the cam, 9:07. Still the same normal colour we see in the skies, isn't it? Okay? Now, we head on to 10:15. But for some reason, things are starting to dim again. We see this on the road. Now, obviously this cam is under a bridge, but what we're doing is we are just seeing these reflections on the snow. We see these a lot of times. Now it's 11:21. Things seem to become darker. Can you see this blue reflection? Let's just carry on. Now it's 12:07. Look how dark it's become. Can you see this blue reflection again? And this white reflection from this object in the sky. Look how dark it is over here as well. And on the wood, it's changed. It's got far too dark, proving that this isn't, okay, this isn't a refraction or a huge reflection or a camera trickery, okay? People say as well that when the camera gets pointed to the sun, it gets dark. It's natural for this to happen. But what this cam is doing, it's not pointed to the sun, is it? It's pointing down at the road, down at this area. So it shouldn't really change, should it? Look, at 13:14, it's changed again, hasn't it? And then it just continues. It lights up again at 2:35. So going back, okay, we'll go back to the 12:07 mark. Look at this. Again, the lunchtime skies. This is an eclipse. We are seeing, okay, when the Earth's rotating, there's something, again, that's moving in front of our sun. And it's blocking the light source, isn't it? And this has happened every day. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to go through and show you each detail. Looking at that now, something is rising. You can see that, can't you? There is lines in the skies, but you can see this formation. It's behind it, just at the top. Now, let's just carry on going through the cam. Here it is. It's lighting up now, isn't it? You can see that each of these lines again, these cloud formations, it's in between it. And let's go through one more time. It's got thicker. You can see the chems have got thicker now in the skies. You can just see it again behind that haze. Still there. It's coming across the sky here. It's rising up. And then it's between these lines again. You can just see the light source there. And then it's gone. Okay? Now, as I said, it's just being open-minded, isn't it? It really is. Could be. Okay, now we're back on the Mexico cams. I'm just going to show you some images that was quite strange to see this. Now, there's three lots of light sources on this webcam. First, at the sunrise, we're seeing this white reflection. Now, just again, there's many people that have worked very hard on the Mexico cams, like Smith the Mister, another kind friend that's hopefully going to come back, because there are many truthers out there that have worked very, very hard to try and get the true information out, like Dill Martin and many others. And I do hope that we will see them again. But look on this this webcam. I'm just going to zoom into this so you get a clear image. Okay, I've zoomed in, and I apologise about the Alaska cams trying to zoom in earlier on, but sometimes it does that, it slows down, and I apologise for that. But clearly on this screen you're seeing this this colour. Now just go back once. Now look at the timestamp, if you could just see this on the top right hand corner, but what it says is 6:32:02 seconds. Now this cam was done on the 14th of the 11th 2017. Now the reason why I didn't do it on the 15th, because it was just very cloudy, it was very thick. We saw strange light sources, but again it was thick, so we was managing to get something on this cam. So when I go through here, on the rise at 6:48 we're seeing this colour in the sky. Okay, now when I go through the cam, you're catching another reflection that's reflecting on these clouds. Okay, two colours here, and then you'll see this here as well, another colour in the skies. Now we're seeing this again on other mountain cams, but look on behind here, you'll see another reflection that's coming through. Let me just show you this. Can you see this light source again? You can clearly see just that orange reflection again, just to the left side. There's multiple light sources, and I've got about 3 to 4 Mexicans that are subscribed to the channel, and they're saying they're seeing the same thing in the mornings. They're seeing different multiple light sources in their skies. Here, and here, and then here in the background, all this plasma. I mean, what's going on? Far too much plasma. This on the horizon, you can see this blue array as well. Now, when we see the 12 o'clock skies, like you saw at the beginning of the video, we do see this plasma up there, don't we, with this blue reflection that's up there at the 12 p.m. skies. It starts to show about 10:30. They chemtrail very heavily, and then through 3 p.m., they do it again, it dims again. There's multiple colours in the skies. Here, and this colour here that we've seen as well. We've seen this orange colour as well up in the skies, haven't we? Many a times. And this array here. Let me move on to something else. Here is a live Mexico cam right now. And this is called the Masterland cam. And I've been watching this camera for a good number of years, and I can tell you now that, look at the timestamp to the top right hand corner. I hope you can see that, 12:02, 27, 28, 29 seconds. And it hasn't ever been dark like that for that lunchtime sky on these Mexico cams. It was much lighter. Look at the reflection as well on them buildings. Now, do you remember on the other video I showed you the skies, the beach images that were sent in, that it was very much brighter, very yellow, very lighter, light blue skies. And it's all over the world now. We are seeing this dark shadow that comes across. Now it hits again, even darker at 3 p.m. Now in Mexico, on the webcams, even last year, it was still a lot lighter for November in Mexico, at 3 p.m. So I'm just going to move the adjuster cam for 3 p.m. Okay, I managed to move it to 3:03. Now, look at how dim it is. The colour, everything is just very much changed, isn't it? I mean, really has got very much darker now. A huge shadow up there as well. The skies are virtually black to the left side. And still people are being dumbed down by the news media. They still are saying everything is fine. But that colour to the right hand side, that plasma, is just a different colour now from our natural sun. It is truly amazing how people are not looking up now and noticing those changes, but they are still carrying on as if everything's fine. Okay, what I've done is, I've done a search, and as you can see on the screen, this image, was taken in October. Now, not far from where we are now in November, but this photograph, again, was taken just not so long ago. But the thing is, so you can see a difference, can't you, in the colour, the different colours. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and catch an image of this webcam from some time back. Okay, now some of these Mexicans that send images in want to show you as well that the skies were different in the past, and I'd like to show you this as well. Now, this image, was November, early November, middle of November, where you can see the different colour of the sky. The sky's far too light, it's much brighter than it is now. Now, going back about 10 years, it's very important to see the differences, isn't it? Now, I want to show you the next Mazatlan, Mexico photograph that's also come through to show you that around 3 p.m. the skies are much lighter previous years. Here's another image from Mexico as well, in Mazatlan. Now, this also is a 2010 image that's showing mid-November. Look at the sky, look at the colour. Look also on them buildings, the normal reflection. Now, I'm going to show you again the up-to-date video image of Mazatlan. And it is getting bizarre, isn't it? It's much darker than this. Okay, now this is the up-to-date image again. It's on a live recording, but to the left side there's a huge shadow, isn't there? And the reflection is completely wrong, like you saw in the previous years in them towns. I'm just trying to show you the differences of the lightness and brightness of the sky back in the day to now. It is really getting dark, isn't it? So, thank you for watching this video. I've got tons to go through with images that I'm going to sort out to provide a long video tomorrow with many photographs from all across the world showing there is a huge different light source coming up from the northeast sky and red reflections. Now, again, it's like a pink glowing haze, and it is getting spectacular. And they are hammering our skies still with these poisons, and also on the comment board and emails all through the day. If you notice and have a look at them, many people are suffering through different illnesses and symptoms, as when they spray the skies they do feel affected by this. But still, the news media do not say a word. They are not mentioning chemtrails, and they're not mentioning these strange colours and this dark shadow. Now, I pointed this video out to show you these dark shadows as well, and I'll be back again shortly with more evidence to showing what's going on. So please take care, all of you, and I'll be back shortly from Matt Rogers. Okay, just before I go, what I've done is I put that video together because it stopped and started. I had some internet trouble, but I've reset my settings and hopefully everything's working okay. But I'm back again, on this Mexico webcam because I found it very interesting. But But just to prove as well, to show that the skies are dark through the whole day. Okay, even in the UK here, for these past months, it's been getting darker. Now, when you saw them other photographs that were sent in by Mexicans in Mexico from the past, one of the images were 2007, the other one 2010, and the other image as well was in 2009. But, okay, this is very interesting. Them images were around 3 p.m, another one in 2 p.m, and the other one as well is around 3 p.m, half 3. And they are all in November, okay? November, this month that we're in now. Now, to show you something as well, you can see this is an up-to-date video. It's a recording, but I put it back to the date that's here, the timestamp at the top. Let's just show you this. Try and get this sorted because it does this. Let me just play this video for you. Okay. Now look at the timestamp there. It's 12:37, isn't it? Now, can you see that shadow to the left-hand side on the video? Now look at the buildings as well. Again, it's too dim, isn't it? For November, it really is. And what I'm going to do is now, I'm just going to flick through the timestamps. Okay, what you're seeing now for November is 1:01. It's going through the seconds. But can you clearly see again, it's too dark, isn't it? Far too dark. There is a huge shadow that's out there. Let me flick through again to a different timestamp. Here's the next timestamp as well at 2:22. Okay, look again, just far too dark still, isn't it? So the whole day is still very dim. Also 15:17. It is absolutely dark, far too dark. Now, I'm going to show you a couple more images from this area in Mexico, this Mazatlan area, because I've just emailed another Mexican and he's got a couple more images to show of the skies at 3 p.m. in November. I'll just show you these now. Here we have an image, okay, that was dated back in November some years ago. And the November now in 2017, as you just saw me go through the footage of that daytime webcam, is a lot darker than that you see on this photograph here. All I'm trying to point out is that the skies are dimming from the past years. So I will go now and I will sort this video out and I will be back again, as I said before,